recently traveled from Dubai all the way to the other side of the world to stay at a $50,000 luxury resort in Cancún, Mexico. Now I can hear you little peaches screaming in the back.
Ayo Ray, when the fuck did you get so loaded? Well, I guess you're too rich to talk to us now, huh? I can't believe this. What a scam. She's just some prissy ass rich girl willing to shove her privilege right up our ass. Someone please get this bitch. Someone please get this bitch off stage.
Shh, shh. What if I told you that we didn't even have to pay for it? Let me explain. Before I was born, my dad got a membership at this hotel chain called Moon Palace, and over the years our membership rank grew as my family invested in it, until we were the second highest out of them all, the diamond class. So basically, we're some pretty important people over there, but that shit expensive as fuck right now. We invested in it when it was way cheap. Anyway, a diamond membership gives us super cool perks, like having a private diamond lounge with our own personal butler, unlimited all-inclusive dining and drinks, the ability to skip any queues, and the privilege of staying in their presidential suite for 2 weeks for free, which would normally be 50 grand. So here's my diary of the most insane trip back to the homeland. Like I said, Moon Palace is a collection of hotels here in Cancun, and with our membership, we can visit all of them and use their facilities for free. There's a trio of hotels connected together that we usually stay at: Nizuc, Sunrise, and the Grand. When we arrived, we received a beautiful carnation and cold towels and got our membership band, which actually has our suite key attached to it, so you can never lose it. My ADHD brethren will understand the struggle. Golf buggies take you around the resort, which is a nature paradise. There's lush greenery all around, which just adds to the beauty of this place. A huge part of the hotel is a swamp nature reserve home to all kinds of creatures, including alligators, and they have these little warning signs everywhere about them. And one day we saw this little guy emerge from the trees in all his glory. Aww, look at him. He's so cute. Coochie-coo, coochie-coo. See, he wouldn't hurt her. Get it off, get it off, get it off! Ah! There's a ton of stuff to see and do, like going to a water park with some crazy fun looking slides that looped in all directions, swimming in a variety of pools with bars inside them, and private bowling, which I was so bad at. And you're probably like, oh Ray, it ain't that bad. Yes, it was.
Oh, no, 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 no.
My dad was a bowling champ, and I clearly didn't inherit his greatness. One of my personal favorites was the spa. Everything about it was so beautiful and mesmerizing. It felt like my soul was rejuvenated every time I went. And I plan to make a separate video on my spa experience because I had an interesting massage where I had to be, butt naked. Random side note, but the bathrooms were all super bougie, and I can't stand public bathrooms, so I was very willing to sit on the throne in one of these baddies. Surprise! Here's a tour of our suite. Cue the music, Editor Ray. Oh, and there was this adorable black kitty that made itself comfortable on our patio chair. Just look at him sleeping, little baby man. Also, I discovered there was a bar behind this bookcase that opened up, which was very cool. And check out this circus-themed restaurant. This place is crazy. While we were staying here, there was a crazy tropical storm with the most insane lightning I've ever seen. And I got this really cool photo. Onto the food because I ate so many yummy things while I was here. Most of the restaurants are big buffets with a huge variety of food from all over the world. And my favorite at breakfast was all the fresh fruits. Just mangoes, especially the mangoes. I love mangoes, man. Other restaurants were fine dining where we could dress up all pretty, pizzazzed up, and chow down on some amazing grub. But oh my god, the selection of desserts. Now, everyone who knows me can tell you how much I adore sweet things, and the massive choice meant I could always satisfy my sweet tooth. Chubby tiramisu! There were some really fun food experiences we had, such as dinner at Momo's Teppanyaki, where we were seated around a big cooking station with 2 other families where a chef prepared food to order right in front of you like a show. He created some cool fire effects with oil and made a volcano and a train with a tower of onion rings. And halfway through the experience, the chef decided to play a game where he would throw a piece of food at you and you had to catch it in your mouth. I'm not even gonna explain, here's a video.
3.
A different Oriental Asian restaurant we went to called Jade served this hot stone slab where you could cook your own steak slices after dipping them in 3 different sauces. I don't usually eat red meat, so my family enjoyed this one for me, but it was fun to cook the meat ourselves. One of the highlights of our Cancun trip is the amount of tours and adventure parks you can visit while staying here. And we did a couple, so let's get to it. The first trip we went on was the Dolphinaris Dolphin Swim, where we spent time with some of the sweetest dolphins ever while learning about their biology and well-being. Although I already happen to be an expert. Oh man. Our dolphin was called Satu, an old blind man who was so sweet and gentle with us it melted my heart. He was injured out in sea by humans and is unable to return to the sea, but they take really good care of him here. My mum got to hold him like a baby, and I think she was very close to taking Satu home with us, though I'm not sure how Hiro would take to having a big brother. There were lots of little activities we did with Satu, like the fin ride, nose touch, high fives, the kisses. Dolphins have been some of my favorite animals since I was little, and it was a magical experience overall. Next up on our adventure list is the Mayan Jungle Tour. The first part of the day included a cultural experience about the Mayan people and their ancient traditions, where we got to experience a purification ritual, which definitely did not set off my asthma, and I had to hold my breath because I'd already used up my free 3 trial coughs. I was really interested to learn about the ways of the Mayan people and their rituals and even part of the language. They did a dance for us in some of the most eye-catching accessories I've ever seen, and I honestly couldn't take my eyes off the pretty feathers. When we were taken up a narrow rope bridge and the dude kept jumping up and down and yeeting us around, but it was fun, so I guess it's okay. My mom was not having it though and was close to whipping her slipper off. Onto one of the most thrilling things I've ever done. Riding a jet boat. One of these bad boys. Now, I have a driving license, but I've never driven a boat before, so I was scared as heck, but it's actually pretty easy to get the hang of. The ocean breeze felt so good as we zipped across the waters, heading out into a lagoon to eventually snorkel. I can't begin to tell you how badass I felt to be driving the equivalent of a motorcycle on water. Like, I did that! I did that, y'all! Here's some chaotic footage my sister got.
We are in Leopold water in Mexico. Holy shit! Driving this shit! Woo!
Once we stopped and parked our boats, we had half an hour to snorkel in some beautifully clear waters with an abundance of coral and fish. and even this collection of underwater statues in a circle around a table-like rock, which was really cool to see. I had really fun on this day out, and hey, now I can say I've driven a speedboat thingy before. Now things are about to get crazy. My dad and I went on the Extreme Snorkel, Cenote, and ATV tour, which was absolutely life-changing, fellas. This extreme tour had 4 activities packed into an entire day out in Mexico, including snorkeling in an ocean inlet, swimming in a cenote, driving ATVs, and finishing the day with crazy ziplining. The start of the day included snorkeling, where our instructor said that I swam like a dolphin with the way I was zipping around the waters. For those that don't know, I used to swim competitively. There wasn't too much to see aside from a lot of rocks, but your girl is a rock lover, so it was all Gucci. There was this crevice between 2 rocks, which was really cool to swim through and see the underwater rock formations. And the weather was so nice that the sun created light ripples around. Afterwards, we drove around some villages before arriving at the main park, where we would be swimming in a cenote. For those that don't know, a cenote is an underground cave that contains permanent groundwater. The cave itself was stunning, and my jaw was on the floor with how cool it is. The entrance was filled with a ton of bats just chilling and having a nap, while we got into some of the coldest water I have been in my life. But it was worth it because look at this place! I've never seen something so incredible in my life. My heart was racing the entire time looking at the cavern around us with the masses of stalactites and stalagmites. I think the footage speaks for itself about how amazing this experience was. And I also found this stunning opening to the surface. It was almost like heaven with the sunlight pouring in. Here's the rest of the footage. Enjoy! Tequila bottle gun! Next up was the ATV circuit, which honestly gave Mario Kart vibes when we got there with the way the ATVs were lined up. Dad and I got to wear these cool helmets before we took off down the dirt track. In the beginning, it was a bit slow because we were stuck behind this old couple that was driving at like 2 miles an hour, but eventually Dad and I were allowed to overtake them, and that's when the real fun started. The video doesn't capture how fast we were going, and I had to hold on for dear life because every time we hit a sudden dip in the road, I almost went flying. And last up is the ziplining. The view from the top of the tower was amazing. We saw the vast expanse of the jungle around us, which we were about to zipline over. Soon it was my turn, so I got kitted up, and look at this sick footage I got! Oh, and his dad coming in hot. One of our last nights at Moon Palace, we watched this amazing circus show, and this woman did the craziest stunts I've ever seen. What a queen! Look at her! Then we survived the grueling 17 hours of flying all the way back home and caught COVID on the way, so I spent the following week dying in bed with Dad. So that concludes my diary of the insane trip to the homeland I took. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm super excited to announce that I'm officially a YouTube partner. If you'd like to support me and my content, you can become a member on my channel by clicking the join button down below. There's a ton of cool perks to unlock, including fun emotes, private group chats with me, and live streams where I teach how to make animations, videos, and how to draw, as well as a shout out at the end of my videos if you become a Mega Peach Pal or higher today. today. So let me give a huge shout out to my first tier 3 VI Peach, Volzak. Thank you to everyone that got me here, and until next time, stay peachy. Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I hope you guys are doing super well. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my bestie Spoody, or Jude Payne. He voiced some lines for me in this video and did an amazing job, and he did this art for me. I think I posted the sketch in another end card, but he rendered it for me and it's so cute. Look at this art. Look at my little persona and a little tongue sticking out. Oh, he just captured me perfectly. I love this art so much. But yeah, please go check him out in the description. He's such a good friend of mine and he's such a talented animator. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching if you're even at this point in the video. If you are, comment, peanuts are great or something. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye!